Woo! Dun dun dun.
Party.
Party. Yeah, I don't know when it connects. So, what are you gonna read?
So, what I should be reading,
What I should be reading.
what I am reading, I should be reading The Gates of Europe.
Yes, you should. Yeah, I have that right here.
But I'm currently reading The Stardust Thief.
Oh, is it good?
I like it so far. It's
Oh,
reminded
that's
me of
good.
City of Glass.
It's on my I want to hear what people think about it list.
I was not expecting to get this because Orbit always ignores me.
Hello. Yeah, Orbit. I haven't asked Orbit yet to give me books. So,
I have, and they've been like, "Girl, we don't know you," but this time they
this
did.
time
So
they
I
do.
was like, I've read a lot of romance, and so I think I'm gonna pick this up.
Okay. Is it scratching the appropriate itch?
Hmm? It is.
Oh God.
I'm how many pages? I'm only 90. I think I'm close to 196 pages. And I was like, if I could finish it by the end of tomorrow night, then I can have it in this week's vlog. But I don't know. That's ambitious for me.
Hello. Hello. You cannot read since you're not home. Well, thank you for the moral support. I'm doing this because, like, apparently lately I'm having fun doing lots of things, but I can't do anything for any amount of time. Like, I'll do things for like 20 minutes and then pivot. So this will be fun. I don't know. So I'm going to read, I think, at least a chapter of Gates of Europe, but I also started Dawn today because I'm chaotic and it's not like I haven't started 5 other books. But I don't know.
Let me see how long this next chapter is. Maybe I'll read a chapter. Oh, it's short. Advent of the Slavs.
Oh, that's a good chapter. I thought it was at least. What's Advent? Oh, yeah, you're on chapter 2 then. Yeah.
No, yeah, I made so much progress.
I mean, there's a lot of words and names and places.
There is. I haven't been. I did a lot of audiobooks this week because I was like, well, I need to do stuff, but I want to read. And this isn't one that I could just like put on and like listen to stuff. I'm like, I need to like sit down with the book. So I had been putting it off.
Ooh, someone's at chapter 8. Nice. I'm about to start chapter 9. Chapter 8. I liked chapter 8. Chapter 8, I think it's a couple hundred years before the equivalent, but like it reminded me a lot of like the Minutemen in American history and just like, I don't know, kind of the like earlier forms of unionization, but with like swords. I don't know. It was interesting. My next chapter is about Eastern Reformations, and I'm really glad I watched the video on the division between Orthodox Christianity and Catholic, because I think that's playing a role in this chapter. Maybe. Also just had Greek food today, which was very good.
What did you have?
I had a chicken gyro. It was delicious. We went downtown, Newberry Street in Boston.
Great street.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I've been on that street. I'd love a nice lamb gyro.
They had lamb. So I really like gyros because the way they make the meat, it's just like delicious. But I don't like the cucumber Greek yogurt sauce that they always use.
Tzatziki sauce?
I don't like it. I know. I'm a bad person. But so I had to pick a sandwich that didn't use that sauce, and the chicken one used their own homemade honey mustard, which is very good.
I love it, and then I want an additional side of it to more. I love it so much.
And then we went to this bakery and cafe, and I kid you not, like these desserts. I'll send you the video I took for my vlog of all of them. But the one I bought was called origami, and it looked like it was like 3D printed. It was like a bizarre dessert.
What did it taste like?
Or what it was good because it was like a cookie, like an almond dark chocolate ganache crumble, and like a kind of chocolate sauce, and then a milk chocolate mousse. It was very good. It was decadent. Never say you can't survive. I feel like I might need that. How to get through hard times by making up stories.
Charlie Jane Anders. I've heard that name. I haven't
I've
read
read one of their works. It was The City in the Middle of the Night. Is that a nonfiction, short story collection? What is it? I want to know. Because I didn't love or hate the one sci-fi I've read by them. It was just kind of forgettable for me. You made it to another sprint. Yeah, we decided this an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy Summers by Stephen King. Nice. Love that.
That might be all the sprints during May. Just
when we can make it work.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's post-pandemic YouTube for me. Like, I mean, we're not post-pandemic, but the world pretends it is, so I have plans now. So
yeah.
Yeah, well, the revised edition only has one extra chapter, and it's at the end. So it has a preface, that's one page, and at the end there's one extra chapter, so you can do the audiobook for the majority of it. Mm-hmm. It's like A New Dawn is the one chapter that's in the revised, that's not in the original, chapter 28, from what I can tell. Hello. Yes, hi, Maya. You can roast us in the comments, as is your way.
Maya's great.
Oh, I love Maya. The Wind-Up Girl. Why do I know this book name, but I don't know what it's about?
Is it sci-fi?
Probably. Fit to be Read usually reads sci-fi.
Yeah.
Nonfiction. Okay, maybe I'll try that. I also do like when authors talk about writing. I like listening about the craft because I could never do it.
I've tried and I'm like, it is not for me.
I am just like, do you want all the same tropes but nothing different?
I gotta keep up with a different character name. It's like I've thought of ideas, but I'm like, I don't want to write it. I need somebody else to. I know what books I want, and I know it's like, what's the thing? Write the book, the story you want. And I don't want to do that. I want someone else to write the story I want.
Truly. Chapter 12 of Ship of Magic. I don't know what happens in that chapter. I'm just excited for you.
I just need to read that. I'm hoping this gets me back into a fantasy mood.
How does it compare to other desert fantasies? Because I know that's its setting.
I have not read many desert fantasies.
You read the Davabad trilogy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's kind of the only one.
Okay.
But this is feeling very similar to that because, excuse me, obviously they're Arab inspired, and so just some terminology is the same. And I literally, like I usually do, didn't know much about the synopsis. So there's like a girl, it's very similar and not in a bad way. Just like, I don't feel like I have to pay super like close attention to the world building because I'm familiar with the type of world, not like it's the same. But yeah, I mean, I'm still in the beginning. But one thing I like, and this is like a story, it's like this. Ooh, because it's
I love that.
Based on like the 1001 Nights. And so someone was telling this story about something. So I like that that's like in there. And I feel it veering differently than like City of Brass, but it is familiar. So I think it's just an easy, if you like a desert fantasy, especially if it's like Arab inspired.
Do you know where the author's from?
It says Kuwait.
Okay. That's cool. Because I know like Davabad, the author is, I believe, follows Islam, but like she's not from the Middle East.
Yeah, she converted because her husband. It said she left Kuwait and then she went to university in the States.
Nice. Yeah. All right. I am bad at comments already. Maya, it's always an honor to have you here. Honestly, I would have reading sprints just to have you in the comments. No one else will show up. It's just you. All right. So Wind-Up Girl is cyberpunk, biopunk. I didn't know biopunk was a thing. I probably should have.
What is biopunk? Think Monsanto. Oh, I get it now.
What's Monsanto? Tell me.
It's like that big, I associate them with like GMO. I think they're a big like seed company that.
Wow. So capitalism like bad. Got
model. Yeah. Interesting.
Writing for a few hours. Going to switch to freedom.
Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl.
Huh. That sounds very good. That sounds thematically like something I want to read. Let me know if it's good. Oh, and you started this the other night. Are you liking it? Is Jess alone? Does Jess have bad takes?
Wow. Wow. Hey, it's still early, you know. Sometimes I have been deceived. I start something and I feel really positive, and then I get midway and I'm like, well.
I sometimes listen while I read along. This is about Gates of Europe. But sometimes I just like casually, slowly reading it while watching sports.
That's interesting. That's an interesting pairing that you're doing there.
Well, because like I can read like a page or two between like timeout plays, you know, like they're calling a foul on something, so I like read for a bit. The game's back. Because like it's not like a novel where I can just like sit and read 10 to 20 pages.
Yeah.
So. Oh man, Chip of Destiny, man. It's good. It's good. I mean, if Jess even ever reads Live Ship Traders, she'll never get to Ship of Destiny. She'll never do it. If you read Jade Legacy, I'll change my mind, but
I am offended. Just because I take my time doesn't mean I don't eventually get there.
How long did it take you to read Hero of Ages?
I don't know, because I was working a lot during that time. So I don't remember. I know I read them over a couple of months, but I didn't love Well of Ascension, so I probably read Hero of Ages sooner than if I had like absolutely loved Well of Ascension.
Well, I remember Well of Ascension for me being like not a cliffhanger, but kind of a cliffhanger. So Maya is talking about Stardust Thief.
Yes. Studying? Just kidding. Study.
I'm so excited to read the Ballad of Perilous Graves. I have the arc. I'm going to try and read it when I'm in New Orleans. So it's a new New Orleans. I don't know if it's magical realism fantasy. I don't know what type of fantasy it'll be, but music is magic.
The Ballad of Perilous.
And the cover is really cool. It's got like a piano, and I think there's some bones stuff. It's a very pretty cover. So I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard of this one.
Yeah, I heard of it. I mean, I'd seen the cover around, and then I think the sprint I did with Jocelyn last month. Tammy brought it up in the chat.
Okay, music is magic. A battle for the city's soul brews between two young mages. Enola. Okay.
You're reading Iron-Hearted Violet by Kelly Barnhill. I know none of that. I don't know what that means.
Y'all have got titles I have never heard of. My gosh.
Listen, I don't know subgenres. I just read books. Like today I did just filmed like 10 minutes before this a sci-fi recommendations video. And I was just like, I think all these sci-fi books relate to each other, but like, I don't really know why. Are they the same genre? I don't know. But they all made me think of each other.
Okay, let me go back out. What was it called? Let's take a look at it.
Oh, it's this one?
Wind Up Girl.
Oh no, Wind Up Girl, got it, yeah. Ooh, I need to read more Sarah Beth Durst. She really impressed me with the Queens of Renthia trilogy. Jess and I tend to have the same taste. Okay, cool. So you'll both probably like it.
Yes.
When does the sprint start? This is a good question. Well, it's just letting people show up, chat for a bit. Life's been chaotic. We'll start at the 30. We'll say that. How long do you want to read for, Jess, since you're the guest?
However. Okay.
All right, chat while we wait for the 30. Vote for what you want to read for.
20, 30, 40.
Imagine watching. I like basketball, and this is the only time of year my roommates watch basketball because the Celtics are currently in the playoffs, and I don't care about the Celtics, but I at least get to watch basketball. So, yeah. Oh, wow.
Probably wise. Get the exams done.
Oh, someone's decided that you're going to die.
Wow! Okay, I've been challenged. Wow, there's so much hateration in this dancery. I do not appreciate it.
Just put that put the Stardust Thief on the shelf. Go grab Jade Legacy. Just
I am offended.
Oh, Maya took 2 years to read Hero. I remember Maya, didn't you finish Hero of Ages on one of our sprints at one point?
But you finished it, so.
Okay, Live Ship Traders books are huge, but they're consistently the books where it's the only time I can read 200 pages in a day. Prefer steampunk gaslamp fantasy over cyberpunk. I need someone to make these videos that tell me what these are and recommend books for them. That's what I require. And I know those exist. I just need to Google them.
I want a breakdown of all genres and subgenres.
Oh, we know, though, that there's a small booktuber out there who's done that. I just, like, YouTube hasn't shown it to me because YouTube is dumb. It doesn't know what I want.
YouTube infuriates me. I'm like, how long have I been watching videos, and you still don't know what I want?
Maya's not even going to read Jade Legacy till you do.
Oh my God, the pressure! I'm just...
Jade Legacy is the little life of fantasy.
Are you trying to discourage me?
That's a weird take. Oh, cool. I need to get to Tensor at number 2. I haven't done that yet, but I need to do that.
Neon Yank.
Oh, Evie's reading the middle grade that's by the author who did this book that I know of.
I haven't read middle grade in a while. I need to get back to it.
Evie, I'm reading 7 Things. I'm impossible right now. I have not finished it, but I did start Dawn.
Oh, I love that cover so much.
I wish the other ones were as pretty as this. I think the other ones, the color combos aren't as satisfying to me as like this green, yellow, red thing.
But they are all new covers. You just don't like the colors.
Yeah, like I think Imajo is okay, but the third one is like this neon pink that I don't really like.
What is that series about?
So far, I'm only 3 chapters in. This woman here, Lilith, woke up and doesn't know where or when she is. And she's introduced to an alien who is made of like tentacles, but is humanoid in shape. And it's definitely got vibes of like, we don't trust anything that's happening. There's a lot of amnesia. There was presumably the end of the human race before this happened.
Oh dear.
So yeah, she's been in isolation for a very long time. Okay. So yeah, a lot of people are voting on 30 so far that I can read. Hello, Pete. Oh, Maya's so nice. First of all, we have a plan.
They're like chatting sprints flavored with a little bit of reading. Like, you know, we get a little hint.
Are you... Dude, you're going to finish Well of Ascension soon. I don't know how long your copy is, but it seems good. See, I have a good memory. I remember things. She did finish Year of Ages with us. Or at least, I think I primarily only do sprints with you, and like I did one with Jocelyn. Do what makes you the least stressed.
Oh yeah, watch a drama. What kind of drama are you watching?
Yeah. Dawn is so far fantastic. Octavia Butler is great at being like, here is an insanely intriguing dark premise. Have fun.
And it's not too far off from our current worlds.
Well, at least in this book, like, yes, there's a lot of metaphor in here, especially, I'm pretty sure reproductive rights are going to be discussed. And, like, the metaphor can probably for sure be expanded into the now.
Yeah, reading Parable of the Sower, and I was like, I think it said in 2024. I was like, I don't,
Planning... Oh, wow. The comments moved. Sorry, guys. I'm somewhere. All right. So we're going to do 30 minutes and 6 minutes. What is everyone reading? Jess, people are now here that weren't here before. Tell them what you're reading and what you should be reading.
Well, I'm going to at least read a chapter. Wait. I'm going to at least read a chapter of The Gates of Europe. It is a short chapter, so maybe 2. And then I also was blessed with this arc of the Stardust Thief. So go back to this.
Yay. And I am going to read at least a chapter of this because we're actually trying to read the book for the book club during the sprints.
It's wild, I know.
We're attempting this. But I would like to read Eastern Reformations and maybe The Great Revolt because that sounds spicy. Sounds like a spicy chapter.
Spicy? How far are you?
I'm on page 86 in my copy, and if I got to page 109 during this first sprint, I wouldn't be mad, and then I can switch over to Dawn for the rest of our reading.
That'd be good. In a dream world, I want to finish this before I go to Ireland on Thursday, but I would have to actually...
That's not happening, Jess. That's not happening.
Wow! This is just a...
It's not that I don't have faith in you. It's just that it's a very dry book.
It's fine.
I mean, you would have to read how many chapters a day to accomplish that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think if my library hold on the audiobook is going to be here when I get back. And I'm not taking it.
It's not Jess. It's not the type of book you binge quickly. It's just not.
Y'all do not have no faith in me tonight. It is killing.
No, Maya has faith in you. Maya's telling me to shut up.
Thank you. Somebody got my back.
Well, there's an Elantris in the chat. Every time there's an Elantris in the chat, I get very excited.
One day I'm going to reread Elantris, and I hope I can find more joy in it.
Oh, Deary's working on a jigsaw puzzle. That's exciting.
9 hours? See, I never have patience for puzzles. I get frustrated.
I always do puzzles when I'm rewatching one of like my favorite TV shows, like Bones or something, and I'll just like put it on and watch it for like Netflix keeps telling me, you know, do you want to keep watching it? I'm like, stop.
Oh, y'all should know by now. Stop asking me. It's like I want something between Netflix asking and between Hulu playing all 30 seasons. And I wake up and I'm like, God damn. Like I need a balance. I don't know what that is, but
you can have negative thoughts about Elantris. It's okay. I'm an adult. I won't block you. The people I'll block, the things I will block for, and I haven't had to because those people don't find me on the internet, is if you are pro getting rid of Roe v. Wade. I will block you in like 2 seconds. Like it's not happening.
Ugh.
Everyone is wrong. It's fine.
Yeah, I saw some terrible. I think it was a part of their like whatever was leaked, and it said something like
something about the adoption part.
Yes, did you see
that? Because that was the one that I was like, yikes.
It said the U.S. needs a domestic supply of infants to meet needs of parents seeking to adopt. A supply?
And for those who don't know, Jess has sent me so many adoption TikToks that I am just like, no.
Privatized adoption is unethical.
But now if I want to try out my uterus, Jess, I don't know if I can safely abort a kid if I'm going to die.
Try out my uterus.
Try the organ out, see if it'll do a thing.
Test drive. Yeah, look, when you look at the map of where it would become immediately illegal, all those red states, I'm moving right down yonder. I'm like, yay!
This is the appropriate take. Yeah. Oh, listen, I have to distance myself from the thoughts or else I will never procreate. And I kind of want to.
Yeah, I don't want to try that out. No thanks.
Respect. No one has to.
I wish I could remove it.
Well, on that note, we're going to start our first sprint. I would also consider doing this if the uterus thing doesn't work out.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I need this for my audiobook.
Yep, I have my headphones. I've got the book. So, everyone, have a good time. And we'll check in at the top of the hour. That's going to be the plan. I don't have fancy timers like Jess does. So, sorry. Enjoy the banner.
On the YouTubes.
It's just so much work, Jess. This is so much easier.
Okay.
Would you rather I found a timer?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Oh wait, there's a question real quick. Last question before we go.
I've heard it's good. We'll see.
Anyways, I'm gonna go read now. Jess, I feel like I speak for all of us when I want to know what have you been singing, talking, doing, reacting to.
Well, at the beginning of the chapter, it was talking about Attila the Hun, so of course I started singing Mulan. Let's get down to business. And then, because Andrew always talks about Norse history and stuff, so I started like reading. Once I started chapter 3, and I was like, "Didn't you say about this?" And didn't you tell me about this? And then I started singing Mulan again. So those were all of my. And I was reading the thing about the skin, or like the Norse wife of the somebody who was killing all the people who came to the castle and then killed the people in the bath. And I was like, oh my gosh.
I think, didn't someone post a video about that? Was that like the Oleg or Olga person?
Mm-hmm. Olga?
Yeah, someone posted like a TikTok for that in the Discord or something.
It's like, golly. How rude.
Yeah. I just got to the chapter where for the first time Ukraine and Russia formed like some sort of like agreement, like when there was a czar. And like it's really funny how like the book points out, and this is the point where Soviet Russia claims that this was the reunification moment. It's like, and then here is what actually was happening.
Claims. Oh man, Czar.
Yeah.
Czar and Tsarina.
But yeah, how did people do with their reading?
Ooh,
you finished your puzzle, Derry.
Take that, Insomnia.
Derry, I was thinking this morning because I'm in a Voxer chat with Derry about all things Hob. And I could be wrong, but Derry, I thought you lived very far away from me in like a different time zone, but you're always awake when I'm awake. Do you sleep? Are you ever asleep? Because I thought you were like in the Australian time zone. Maybe I'm just wrong. Or like New Zealand or something. And I'm like, that's like 12 hours different from me. Like Jess, when she stays up too late, I just yell at her to go to sleep. Like right now, I probably should, but
you're like, go to bed. And I'm like, I'm technically in bed.
Also, Legends and Latte. Weren't you going to read this one?
Huh?
Weren't you going to read Legends and Latte?
Well, I was thinking about it. It's from Kindle Unlimited, so it's not from the library. But then that book came in. I got it today, and I was like, But I do want to read that because I've heard good things about it.
I think like that's like a save for a rainy day thing when I need something cozy. So, up through chapter 19 of Gates of Europe, leaving us in the dust. I did read the 2 chapters I planned, so I did that.
Seriously, I have like 1.5 page of chapter 3 to finish, and then I'm gonna call that success.
Yeah, this is a relatable chat. Yeah, a lot of people watched your book haul. I still need to watch your book haul. I was busy today and haven't gotten to it yet.
Like, how dare you?
Okay, so I wasn't ridiculous when I was like, I'm pretty sure you told me you live in New Zealand and you're always awake at like 1 p.m. my time. I mean, no judgment. Insomnia sucks.
Is anyone in the chat in Australia?
Well, Derry's New Zealand, so not Australia. Close by.
I have a question.
I don't know if anyone else in the chat is Australia. Sometimes they sleep. They might be just waking up. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, Bruno Kings. So you don't know him, but he's in my Discord, and you don't like series, and you chose to read a 5-book series. And so if you don't like it, this is not my fault. Let's see. City of Bones. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Throwback.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you do?
Really? Well, laundry is at least good, and yay, Elantris. People are already loving Legends and Latte on page 10.
Never ends. Laundry.
What is everyone reading? Well, my next book is actually, I'm going to pivot now that I have some new knowledge to have my brain think about. I'm going to switch to Dawn. So we're going to our fiction reads next. I almost said fun reads, but I'm like, I'm having fun learning. Learning is not bad. You're in the Viking part. You know what's like bad of me and how bad I am at like ancient early history sometimes when it's not like just around the Nile and Greek is like, oh yeah, like the Swedish people and like people who are like we think of peaceful people were the Vikings. Like I just oh my god, why is someone ringing my doorbell? I'm so sorry for everyone. That was a lot. My doorbell is that horrible. It's actually, I think, my roommate's going to a concert tonight. So I think his friend's here. So hopefully they don't.
It is quite a doorbell.
It's horrible when the people in our building invite people over and they ring our doorbell at like 10 p.m. on a Wednesday. I don't love it for me. Okay, it's good. I'm glad you understand. All right. Leviathan Wakes. You like that series. I still haven't read it or watched it or anything.
I need to get to the 4th book. You watch it like it's so good.
No, there's no way it's Monday. It's Sunday at the most. It's Saturday right now, right? I'm not ridiculous. It's Saturday where I am, which means it's Sunday in Australia. Right? It's not Monday.
Well, it could be Monday there, Sunday here now.
It's not it's Sunday for you. I don't know. Someone help me with time. I'm freaking out.
What part of Australia? I don't know. It's 6 p.m. in Perth. No, 6 a.m. in Perth.
Yeah, Dawn's great. Great. I've only read 3 chapters, but I'm liking it.
Melbourne?
See a live heart. I hate my doorbell with a fiery passion. Okay, it's only Sunday. Thank God. Everyone, we didn't lose a day because I'm unprepared. Wow. Well, because it's about to be American Mother's Day, and
I'm so tired of this. They need to do Mother's Day, Father's Day every other year. I can't keep doing this for the rest of my life. Okay, birthday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthday, Christmas. Like, every year? Where's Children's Day?
That's your birthday.
No, but they get birthday and Mother's Day. I didn't ask to be here. Where's Children's Day?
Well, that's when you're supposed to use your uterus and no, I'm kidding. I don't know. There's technically siblings days, but I don't know if you have any siblings.
I do, but I don't like them like that.
Fair. I don't do anything special for my sibling.
They just come up so fast and I'm like, not only money, but ideas. I can't keep trying to come up with different things. I'm tired.
Someone spent the sprint appropriately.
That's a good nap.
That's good. That's an appropriate length nap too. 20 to 30 minutes is it's ideal.
Yeah.
Derry, how are you so coherent in our Voxer buddy read of Robin Hobb? How? You must just have an autopilot for like Robin Hobb stuff. Derry's like read The Realm of the Elderlings, like I swear, like 7 to 10 times. I'm not actually exaggerating that much. I think it might be that many times. Derry can give me the exact number in the chat if she wants, but it's one of her favorite things. She reads that like I read the Cosmere. Like it's like a deep love. Wow. All right, everyone else is freaking out about time. Ooh, music.
Look, I would just like to go. I saw a TikTok where, because different calendars, like was it Ethiopia? Did I send you that? Ethiopia was never colonized, so they're not on the same calendar as we are, and so it's technically only 2014 in Ethiopia. And I was like, wow, I wish it was 2014. Someone was like, warn them about 2020, but yeah, time.
Derry says you should just take an extra day in the year and claim it as Just Day.
I should. I should.
Or you could take Korea's Children's Day, which is on May 5th.
I like them. It's a good day.
Yep.
Honestly, did you get me anything for Mother's Day? I am a mother.
You have your pup. Well,
Father's Day is after Mother's Day, so did you get me anything for Mother's Day last year? No, you didn't. Okay. Boss up. You're the one with the real job. I want a new wedding band for my child, Nigel.
Oh, here's the dairy's official counts for Realm of the Elderling.
What? Hold on. Do not remove that comment because I where are my glasses? 21 times for the first 20. That says 21 times for the first 3 trilogies, just down to 8.
I think she rereads them every year.
Wow.
Imagine loving something as much as Derry loves Realm of the Elderlings.
I mean, you should be able to recite it by memory now.
Maybe. Yeah, how much can you like recite, like can you go into the village square and start like Assassin's Apprentice? Just go.
People can just come for a show. You just give them a dramatic reading.
Ethiopia has such a cool history, which is why I was bummed by like the one historical fiction I read in Ethiopia, which was in theory pretty interesting, but written in a very boring way.
No.
Yeah, I was bummed because Ethiopia is so cool. I mean, yeah, like basically they just were like F you Mussolini and kicked them all out. You know, like they're great.
I don't know much about Ethiopia. I need to learn, but yeah, I saw that and I was like, what?
Getting into the Ukrainian history, and then like last year when I read stuff about Palestine, it's like I just need to find a book for like every country and like slowly through my life fill in all of these gaps because there's just so much.
And I bet you in most of those, somewhere the U.S. and their nosy ass is involved in that history somehow.
Usually.
Or somebody they helped or supported.
I mean, I've almost been shocked the U.S. hasn't shown up in Gates of Europe yet, but then I remember we only just became a country where I'm at in the book. Because we are baby.
Yeah. Babies. Terrible babies, but baby.
Hey, here's someone who also rereads something every year.
Oh.
Okay, annual reread since 2001, and the last book came out in 2016.
It's upsetting to me and my homegirls that 21 years has passed since
when I now realize that I'm like legitimately 10 years older than most college students, it's a lot. It's a journey.
I can't take it.
So there are some great Ethiopian places in Boston that I have not been to and I want to before I move, before I lose the opportunity to eat food. Well, someone can correct me if they have more experience, but I think it's similar to Spain, not in types of food, but in that we're supposed to get a bunch of things that you share with the table. It's less like an entree per person sort of eating style, which also makes it tricky for like a date night because it's like, what are we going to do? Buy like 10 appetizers? But I really want to. I wonder I don't think I've ever read a book 21 times, probably 10 or 11. And that would have been for like my early days of reading Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I think that would have been it. Maybe Junie B. Jones books.
Definitely Harry Potter is up there. And then The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe would be one that I've read at least 10 times. Like the paperback copy I had when I was young no longer had a cover because it just fell off. How many times I read it, but I don't know if it would be 21. Oh yeah, I heard about their coffee too.
This sucks. And this was supposed to be parents at the end. Apparently, yeah, I do think they have good coffee. I was asking Ryan because he drinks coffee today because he had Brazilian coffee at this really fancy cafe we went to because that's what they had. And I'm like, do you notice the difference between coffees? And he has a New England palate, so he just adds a bunch of milk and like doesn't notice the differences between milk coffees. So.
A New England palate.
Well, maybe people in New England do care about different coffees, but he does not.
Does he run on Dunkin'?
Correct. Like, not even. That's not even a joke. Maya, does this mean you're from Ethiopia? I don't know where you're from.
Yeah, well, she said she's. I don't know if she or Maya's like was born there, but earlier up said Ethiopian.
Okay, cool.
Eritrean or I can't pronounce. I'm sorry. My glasses are like. Stop
How do you read without glasses? I don't understand that life.
Well, mine more is like I can read fine unless like on my Kindle or like computers. I don't know. It gets weird. And like my TV gets blurry. But just up in my face, I'm fine.
Ooh, someone's confirming my food ideas. Okay.
Bread? Ooh.
See, that sounds so fun though. So all the food comes on this big thing of bread that you like, I assume, tear off and eat with the food. Sounds great.
Even better.
Yeah. But I always get nervous about going to places where I don't know how to eat the food because of being uncultured. And like,
yeah.
You know? But also it's like, you just got to figure it out.
Is that Nigel? Little woman.
Oh, well, thanks for sharing, Derry. I mean, I wouldn't have judged you even if you didn't have this valid excuse for rereading. I think rereading is really fun.
I know. When people say they don't reread at all, I'm like, what do you mean? Or like reread or rewatch. I'm like, but if you like it, you can go back to it and you know it's good.
Reconsuming media is what I do. It's what I do.
I'm like, have I watched this series 4 times through? Yes, but I'm going to do it again.
And I never regret it. There's very rarely a moment where I start reconsuming something and I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling this. Like, very rarely. Almost always it's the opposite where I'm like, I don't know if I should rewatch this, but I don't know what to do. And I turn it on. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah. I've finished something and then I've restarted it immediately. I've been like, oh, it's over. I can't take that.
I'm sorry to remind you that lunch is important.
Oh,
actually, lunch is great.
You need to eat. All that running you do.
Sports are happening. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I thought it was a cat.
No, those were some grown men in the other room.
Oh, I thought I heard a cat.
But I was just trying to. Okay, here it is. Here's the word that you didn't pronounce. Eritrea. Is that how we say it? That's what my brain does.
Okay, it used to be one country.
Okay, I should look at a map and figure out where that is. For my African history class, I used to have to know where all 54 countries were, but I think now there's a different number of countries. So, time marches on. Okay, wasn't born there, but parents are immigrant and fluent in the language. That's so cool. I mean, I just think it's cool when people know things in general.
Oh, here it is. Ethiopia, Djibouti. Hey, you went there, didn't you?
Someone was talking about Buffy. Me and every 6-month Buffy rewatch, which I know you haven't seen Buffy, Jess, but I just don't understand.
But now I'm like, if I watched it, I don't know if I would enjoy it.
I don't know either. Season 1 was rough, even when I watched it in high school, because season 1's just like, it's like the first season of Parks and Rec. You know, it's just like, we're not there yet. We have not found the groove yet. It's short though, just like Parks and Rec. It's like 10 episodes, not 20.
Yeah.
And then season 2, it's like great camp. We're doing great. But also
like I can rewatch stuff from that time, but I'm like, but I rewatched Charmed. I already loved it. I don't know, like watching something for the first time that was like older. Sometimes you can't get past the.
Well, here's what I say: if you want Jess to do anything, you go join Jess's Patreon, and then she might do it.
What is Buffy even on? Like, what streaming is on Netflix?
I don't know. It's on one of them. Someone has it.
Yeah.
I think it was last switched from Netflix to Hulu, but I don't know if it's moved from Hulu to Peacock or somewhere else.
But see, and then also my struggles of me wanting to watch new things, I'm always like, well, I want to go back and start Smallville from the beginning.
Smallville, I only watched the high school ones, but Smallville.
And I'm like, no, just go watch new things. I'm like, oh.
Also, someone's saying Buffy is on Hulu and Prime. I don't actually know how that works, but
yeah,
I didn't know you could be on
two things. I have both, so we'll see. I would say I would do a vlog.
Retroactively get the nostalgia. I don't know if that works. But basically what happened is, so I read Twilight before watching Buffy, but I'm now completely convinced that she was just wine drunk one night watching like season 3 of Buffy and then decided to make
Twilight. I would say I would do a vlog, but YouTube.
Woof. I don't know how I feel about this take.
Are you referring to Cole and Leo from Charmed?
Yeah. I don't know how to feel. Like Leo.
Did you put that symbol in the right direction? I don't think so.
One of the best plot arcs of Charmed is Where's Leo? We do it at least 4 times.
Not Cole. No.
Cole is just like Hugh Jackman light.
No.
Oh gosh, that's such a take.
Absolutely not. I cannot stand for that.
I'm really glad we're on the same page here because it could have gone differently.
Wow, that was a hot take for sure.
That was a take. Oh, we have another pro Cole, but then followed by a not Cole.
I'm just over here looking at the map of Africa, remembering all the places I want to go.
I always want to go to South Africa. They have some cities near their Cape that I think are really cool. They have great music.
Africa. I want to go to Botswana, also Mozambique.
I don't know where. I want to go to so many places.
Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, So yeah.
Well, what?
Huh? Wait. Did you know the actor who played Cole is the son of a prime minister of Austria who remember?
I know. Fact. I mean, I don't understand. Listen, I'm not saying I would marry Leo, but
not Cole.
I would not marry Cole either. Yeah, let's discuss. Should we be in a relationship with anyone in this show? Probably not. Also, what's disturbing when you watch that show without nostalgia glasses is they're all younger than I am right now and trying to get married and have kids. And I just have a disconnect there. I'm like, no, you're 23? No. I guess Leo could be boring, but he's boring in a comfortable way. I don't know.
He was still.
I love Leo. He was my first cinnamon roll, okay? Everyone has to have their first, and that was my first cinnamon roll, okay? Firefly is so good, by the way. Have you seen Firefly? People have been talking about that, too.
No, but I know people love Firefly.
Oh, apparently now they have found him.
Oh.
Nigeria is also on my list.
Yes. Zanzibar.
So when I was in Spain, I was really close to, I think, Morocco, and I really liked a lot of the stuff they were selling in Spain from Morocco, so I was interested, because they have a lot of the tiling and stuff. There's some really cool history there.
I went to Morocco. I liked it. Be quiet.
We have another person who loves Leo. Now, to be honest, though, the first person I ever loved on Charmed, and what got me to watch all of Charmed, was Chris.
You were not in the streets.
What is your other half saying?
He's talking about where he was in Spain and saying he was in the streets. And I was like, you were not in the streets.
Where was he in Spain? Consider that.
Sir.
Similar. She could have been talking about Khadij.
Oh, we have someone from Morocco here.
I like it too.
Well, I'm glad you like where you live. I can't always say I like where I live. This is true. The last season is not peak Charmed, but the final episodes, I think, salvage it. I feel like it at least has a solid ending that makes it okay for rewatching. Yes. Chris on Charmed is why I kept watching, and it was their,
oh my God, Army Wives! So when I started dating this one, and he was in the Air Force, I was like, oh, I should watch Army Wives. And I became obsessed. I love that show. That was great. He was great, Army Wives.
More people are saying Morocco's great. See,
yeah.
I want to go to Morocco. I think it'd be
in
great.
Charleston, where I lived. That's so funny.
Also, yes, Prue era versus not Prue era, very different.
Man, Prue.
All right. I'm going to say we're going to do our next sprint at the 30, and we're going to go 45 because we're too distracted to actually read in short amounts today.
Yes. Andrew was in the streets. He was not in the streets. He was maybe down the street to get something to eat and then back in.
Like, I don't even think so I traveled through Spain, and like we were allowed to travel wherever we wanted, but I still felt like never really left the touristy sections. Like, where I went to Granada, Sevilla, Torremolinos. I'm trying to remember all the cities we went to. We hopped around a lot. I liked Spain more than Portugal. We're going to sprint, guys. We have read for 30 minutes, and we've been on for an hour and 20. That's not bad. We're doing fine.
Army Wives was good.
I don't mind Paige, but it's weird watching Charmed first and then watching the shows and movies she was in before Charmed. Like, I watched Scream after I'd seen Charmed. Like, I watched Scream for the first time a few years ago, and she's in that. And I was just like, what? And there's like a movie that she's in, like a B movie where like her leg is a gun. It's a very bad movie. Piper's my favorite.
Same.
That's probably why we like Leo, huh?
Although I always loved Phoebe's outfits. I was like, oh, she's so cute.
Also, Buffy, Friends, and Charmed were peak women were not wearing bras, even if bras would be helpful time periods. Peak that time. Not that I was judging. It was more just like, you have a lot of boob. You could use a bra. Like, it would be okay.
No, let them be free. Bras are imprisonment. I hate that.
Oh, yeah. We did a Charmed TV tag. I don't remember what channel it's on, but we did that. Piper was clutch. The moment
I always that family together.
Remember the episode where she's yelling at the elders to get Leo back? I was breaking down.
Piper's emotion. Look, I didn't like Prue, but when Prue died and Piper broke down, I was like, oh my God. Like, Holly Marie Combs, she was playing that character.
I partially kept watching Pretty Little Liars for as long as I did because that actress is in it.
I never watched PLL. I always heard people talk about it though.
There is just sometimes logical constraints we must consider. But there is a border, and the actress who played Phoebe was for sure on the border, but like her outfits. She was
also young. They were sitting up higher back then.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they just don't. The 90s was braless. It just didn't happen.
What a time.
That was also the.
And I just always loved the concerts at P3. I was like,
oh, P3
right. Tonight.
I didn't even know the actor who played Leo was in anything else.
I might have seen him in like a random thing, but I'm pretty sure that's the only thing
called Sleepwalkers.
I knew him in.
Interesting. My issue is that when I choose to develop my back muscles, I can no longer fit the bras, and bras are expensive. So I'm stuck in a conundrum. Because I grow muscle mass too quickly. It's not efficient muscle mass, but it's there and it takes up space. And I'm sure, like, whenever you buy a top and you're like a woman with a medium torso, whatever that means, but your arms are probably like a large arm, you cannot find sweaters that fit the large arm, but also fit the torso. Even if you go up a size, it's still like you have itty bitty arms, right? You don't have arm. And I'm like, no, I picked the larger size.
Everything in fashion is trashed unless you are this one little size. And I hate it so much.
Like, the reason I'm wearing this sweater is so stretchy. So stretchy. Fits my arms.
That's why I'm always on sweatshirts, because I hate shirts. Or I wear men's shirts.
I don't mind shirts, but I have to find the cuts I like and stuff like that. I felt bad once. I had a teacher in college and she didn't wear a bra. It was wearing like a cardigan over it. And then I think she noticed the moment I noticed she wasn't wearing a bra, and she got really self-conscious because I was just like watching her talk. I'm like, oh, it was a weird day.
I hate it. I see so many cute things and I'm like, oh, great. Maybe if I was a B cup, I can't wear that. Even when people and they're like, just use boob tape. I have tried. It did not work.
Anyone who's Also, yes, this is partially why I started making my own clothes. I wear tank tops when the weather lets me. That is true.
I don't like to wear tank tops because I don't like my arms.
Oh, I like my arms. I'm actually very happy with my shoulders and my arms. Like my shoulders are a little wide, but I don't care.
My shoulders? What did you say? Not a line. What did I say? I'm an offensive lineman. Is that it? The big one? Or a linebacker?
That's what you said.
Okay, but what is it? Is it the linebacker? Which one?
You used to say linebacker, then you said that's too small. Who's bigger than that?
Yeah,
That's
who's
the offensive line?
Okay, offensive lineman. Yeah, that's me. That's my shoulders.
I
They don't
feel
get
for you.
clothes for me.
I am so sorry for you. I hate all of fashion. Like it should be easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I also feel bad for people. Like no one feels comfortable. No one like exists in a
Yeah.
state of comfort, and it sucks.
I just wish I could get in a little tube and I could just press the buttons. Okay, I want a smaller bust. I want a bigger butt like that, and it goes
Okay,
zoop, and
we
they come
can't
out.
quite do that, but I feel like you should at least be able to pick clothing you feel like you look good in and fits and
Yeah, but
lasts.
that would be better though. So then I could be like, okay, well today I'm feeling insecure about this. Let me go back in the tube. Can somebody write that novel and go poop 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 poop?
I'm happy for you.
It's the best.
Unsure yet. This is a new experiment.
Look, I film a video. I put a bra on. I film a video. I take it right off, and I'm like, I'm not editing in this restriction.
Yeah, I'm luckily in like the boob size where it's not uncomfortable to wear a bra and stuff, so I can exist in it. But I'm excited next year to not live with a roommate and just live with Ryan because I think that's part of why I still wear a bra when it's like chill time. It's like I get self-conscious. Oh God, K cups. Oh Lord, that's a lot of weight.
For a second, I was like, Keurig? Why are we talking about coffee?
Yeah, no. All right, we're gonna start a sprint though. But yes, boobs are difficult. I love my boobs, but they're difficult.
I don't love these bags. They're not fun.
Well,
They have
you are
been
also allowed to
incorrectly
not love
named.
them.
They are not fun bags.
They're not fun bags. Yeah, so a lot of people like in the sports club are.
Sleeping in a sports bra. Oh my god.
Well, she also said her size is AA, so you know. All right, I'm gonna mute. I'm actually gonna check in and see if we're ordering dinner soon, but I'll be back in a second. Yeah. So if my camera's off for a bit, that's why. See you guys at the 15. Hello.
You're early. Okay, now it's 1:15.
I don't care. Also, this video has been limitedly monetized because apparently we were too spicy.
This live?
Apparently. I bet it's because I mentioned Roe v. Wade or something.
Yes.
Because it's controversial and ad people cannot.
That's so stupid. How they determine what is going to be like limited or whatever.
Like, it's not censorship, but it's censorship. Like,
it is.
Like, I remember there was a time when all the monetized people were not allowed to say COVID or pandemic or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, I think the algorithm really hated those words. Yay, Well of Ascension. Look at the baby.
Well, that's why you call it the personal pan pizza, a Pantene Pro V. Oh, you don't want to be on camera.
Oh, he's just so tired. YouTube is stupid. It's not that I make a lot of money off of these videos anyways. Oh, well, I don't make a lot of money on any video, but so it's not a big deal.
Wait, Ava, you're reading And the Mountains Echoed?
Wait, no, Ava, you're talking about Ava, sorry. Ooh. I haven't read that. What's that?
Would it be considered? I don't know if it's considered literary fiction or historical fiction by, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Khalid Hosseini, who wrote The Kite Runner. And he wrote, my favorite of his three is A Thousand Splendid Suns, but And the Mountains Echoes was really good too.
Nice. Someone's reading Daughter of Redwood, which I think, is that not the author who wrote Blackwing that Leanna likes? Am I making that up?
No idea.
I don't know. So someone read 50 pages and 40 pages from the end. I forget what book you're reading because I have The Memory of a Goldfish today. Ava says historical fiction is.
Yeah, that's close.
So I actually impromptu put one tab in this book. I don't tab my books, but I wanted to remember it for like my vlog and also like right now. So like these aliens have decided that humanity was going to fail because of two things. One would have helped us succeed, that we are intelligent, but the second is that we're hierarchical. Like we have hierarchies, that we are prone to hierarchies. And I'm like, you're not wrong. And that we don't notice that this is like part of the cancer of our society, is like we never question if the hierarchies are for the benefit or for the detriment of the species.
Yep. I just saw your chat.
Oh yeah, I messaged Jess because she was eating something that looked good.
It was a mango Italian ice thing. I don't know. They're yummy.
Ava also loved this Thousand Splendid.
Oh yes, I want to reread it, but I know I'm just gonna be on the floor. Just.
What time is it where you are, Jess?
You don't need to know that. It's Saturday night. It's Sunday.
Well, that's probably our last like reading sprint, so we'll chat for a bit, and then I have to order food because it's Saturday night and I should eat.
What are you eating tonight?
I don't know yet. We haven't decided yet. Yay for Chip and Magic. So we had like those Euro sandwiches at lunch, so it was pretty heavy. And like we know we're supposed to eat. So it's just a matter of figuring it out. Our roommate's getting fried chicken called Cane's, and I'm jealous. So maybe
what?
Cane's, have you ever had it? It's a chain. But it's like a chain that's only at like some universities. It's not like Popeyes where it's everywhere. But they only serve like three things: fried chicken, Texas toast, and French fries.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's like my college comfort food.
I would love a Popeyes biscuit right about now. Oh.
Legends and Latte. Oh, book 3 of Lady Trent. Yay. Now you have to read book 4.
How many are there?
There are 5 main books. They're all 300 pages, though. They're like normal length.
You finished them all, right?
Yeah, and I read the companion novel, and I read the short story excerpt, which are the letters, which you can read now, Derry. There are the letters of an editorial where Lady Trent is just bashing this male scientist over the head, being like, you lied. This is not real. It's really funny and sassy. Oh, someone read 0 pages. I legitimately stopped reading at 7 because my concentration left me, and I wasn't going to force myself to read. Trying self-care.
I finished a chapter and then I watched a couple TikToks.
There you go. Oh, I was right. Same author's Black Wing. So, E-Arc. Because I think there's a new. People in my Discord were talking about new work coming out, and apparently this author is partners with the author who does those horror books. One of them is Sundial, maybe. Hopefully,
Actually, on award.
I think so. I think they're partners. Oh, mango! Someone approves of the mango.
It's delicious.
Oh, see, lots of people had Cane's. Yeah, Cane's is just like it just has this stupid like chipotle mayo sauce, and like it's nothing fancy.
That's the sauce you like. I think Andrew really likes the sauce.
Yeah, it's just like a mayo mustard sauce thing. It's nothing fancy. But yeah, no, it's just comfort food. And what I hate is here, because it's so college oriented, it's never open like after days where I get really like drunk, like New Year's Eve. I need it on New Year's Day and it's not open. And I'm like, but why?
The comparison that it's like Zaxby's, sure, but like not as good.
What's Zaxby's?
It's a southern chain, but they have more. If they do the chicken fry, but theirs is like actually like buttery Texas toast. I feel like Cane's isn't, but they do like
buttered on both sides.
Fries, but they also have salads and like different like buffalo sandwiches. They have wings. They have really great chocolate chip cookies. I should know. We lived like right by a Zaxby's once. Our apartment complex was next door, and I would send Andrew to go get me cookies all the time. And they started just referring to, what did they say? They'd be like, "Oh, the cookie guy is here," because he went in so much. Alan's sponsor.
Yeah, no, I feel like Cane's is from Louisiana, but I would never consider it like the gold standard in fried chicken. But it's better than other ones I've had, like in chain restaurants. Yay, Lady Trent love. Kate Redding is great. Yeah, I physically read the first one and then I went to audiobook for the rest, and no regrets. But yeah. I don't know the context of this. Someone provide me context. I don't know who this book's.
So that's the author of the book that Ava's reading.
Oh, okay.
Our bit iffy to me doesn't help that he's friends with Bush either. Ooh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna pretend I don't know that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So when Alan at Library of Alexandria has friends.
Excellent. I love Zaxby's. A salad.
I'll keep that in mind if I'm ever like, have like a chill like food night somewhere where I'm on vacation and need just like a quick food and that's nearby. Put it on the list. I like that Alan's been running sprints. I'm never awake for them, but How's your book? Your fiction book? What's the update? Is it still good?
Yes. So what I thought was going to happen didn't happen. Something different. Like what's going to be our guiding plot of this book has happened. And I'm like, I will say I haven't gotten to that part, but it's just been like told that this person has to go kind of on a quest to find something. So I don't, that might deter people if they don't want kind of a journey quest story. But I'm wondering if there's going to be a romantic element here or not. But I'm intrigued. Of course, there's Jen. So I love that.
Does she have so if people are going on a journey or quest, is there a good group of people doing it? Is there good banter? Ryan, stop yelling at the TV.
So she has a Jen that's like with her and they have a good relationship. And so far, and there's two other people who are supposed to go with her, but they don't really have a relationship yet. So I don't know if that's going to form and it's going to be, kind of a family element, or if it's going to be a contentious element.
Ryan's not actually mad at me, and I'm not mad at him, just so everyone knows.
Rachel, stop hiding from the people.
Yeah. Authors are humans, therefore they are flawed, and when some flaws are worse than others.
Yes.
Does Nigel ever smile? I feel like I ask you this. He just always looks disgruntled.
He does. Sometimes. He's my grumpy grouch.
He's probably like, Mom, the sun has not been in the sky for so long. He's playing Elden Ring, for those who know what that game is. It lends itself to yelling at the TV.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I've heard those yells.
Yep.
Looks too complicated. I mean, it looks pretty.
It's great to watch, like, from afar with none of the stress. Like, I don't have to worry about the music telling me something scary is about to happen. I'm just like, oh, you're just jumping on your little goat horse. The sky's pretty. Yeah, the games are hard. Maybe I'll get to play tonight. I might play Horizon Zero Dawn or Hades.
What is Horizon Zero Dawn? Is that a shooting game?
No, it's an open world game like Elden Ring, and you are Aloy, and it's far future Earth where all of the monsters are mechs, so it's like mech dinos and other creatures. And you're trying to figure out what happened in the past, and everyone doesn't talk about the past, but you got this technology thing and you're on this mission. It's cool. I like it. You do have a bow and arrow, but you don't have a gun yet. There are guns, but you don't usually carry one. I'm not good at things.
You're probably better than me.
Yeah, Hades is more of you play it until you die, and you can just keep restarting it, but every time you die, you unlock part of the plot, which is kind of fun. So being bad at least still gives you things.
Yes, because it sucks to have to start over every time or something.
Yeah.
Or like lose your place or whatever.
Oh, I think Billy's here now. I hate that doorbell. Like, every time I just jump. Yeah, you did. They're going to a concert. I think it's supposed to be at 8, so they're probably leaving soon. So.
What concert?
I don't know. I think it's metal or rock. I don't remember the exact genre. I don't know the groups, and I'm not quite comfortable enough for concert level interaction. So comfortable enough to go on planes with a mask, but not concerts. So, well, we're probably going to leave after we chat because I'm going to try and not distract Jess from sleeping. Watch her just start her own sprints on her channel after we leave.
No, I'm not that awake. I am not that awake. I will go into my bed to watch a few TikToks.
That's fair. I want to play the new Kirby game.
What's the Kirby game?
I don't know. I don't know a lot about games.
Me either. I honestly want to switch because I want to play like Mario Party.
Mario Party is how you lose friends. Did you know that?
I haven't played in so long, but I'm sorry, a Switch is still so expensive. I'm like, excuse me, why isn't this price gone down?
Nigel is cute. Nigel's like, this is what you should be doing, Mom.
And this is why he wakes me up so early. I'm like, could you go back to sleep? He's like, I've been asleep. Can we get up?
I need to go out. I need food. I want to play. I have an itinerary.
He does.
He has plans.
He will sit on you until you get up.
See, this is why my cats, they sleep in a different room from me, and so they don't get to leave their room till I wake up.
That is wise.
Well, we didn't used to do that. It's just that when we got to this new apartment and I had a roommate, I didn't want my cats yelling in the hallway, waking him up, because that's what they would do. And so at first we just kept them in there because we were moving and unpacking everything and it wasn't safe. And then they just put themselves to bed and we're like, okay, this room is your room now.
Night. At IKEA, they have like the little kids section and they have these like super teeny little bunk beds for like really small kids. And I kind of want to get one for Nigel and put him on the top bunk so he can't get down by himself.
My cousin's texting me saying she misses me, but she's speaking in Gen Z, but not just Gen Z, Spanish Gen Z, which is culturally so far removed from how I know how to text.
Oh no. Already at Gen Z.
There are so many vowels, there's no capitalization or punctuation, and there's already a GIF.
Now that's my language, but Gen Z, I wish we could reply to YouTube comments with gifts. I have sometimes I read a comment, I'm like, oh, I have the perfect gift for this.
Hey, this is good. At least someone's using it. This is kind of why I bought the PS5. I knew Ryan would use it.
At least there.
No, cats are annoying in the morning if you have annoying cats. My cats will yell and they'll jump on the bed and they'll know I hate the sound of them scratching a door because they learn, so they'll scratch the door. Then I'm like, stop.
Rude.
Also, someone's agreeing with you loudly about something.
Gifts are life. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm same. I was like, I already forgot what I said. Every night.
Well, cats are nocturnal, Jess. I've kind of sort of trained my cats to sleep at night, but cats also just sleep like 18 hours.
I mean, Nigel gets a fair amount of sleep. And of course, when he was a puppy, I was getting up every couple hours to take him out, but now, long sleeps.
Good bladder.
Exactly. Already, he can last a long flight. We'll make it.
No, seriously.
Oh my God.
They know what annoys you. They learn. They're evil.
Oh no.
I mean, I love them and I will never not have cats, but they're a lot.
I thought we were supposed to be low-key and low maintenance.
They are. If you can just ignore all of that, you're fine. No, it's because my mom accidentally trained one of my cats that if she heard a scratching on a door, she thought a cat was trapped. And so she would go check the door. And then the cat learned, oh, if I do that, someone gets out of bed. He's good at correlation.
How dare they?
No, this is the worst. They teach each other too.
These little demon animals.
Yeah.
But they're angels. The only child I need.
There you go. Are you going to get him a brother or a sister?
I want to. I wish I would. I want another Frenchie so bad, but we can't get one right now when we're about to move.
Well, maybe once you finish the move, you might have the space.
Maybe. They're just so much more expensive in the States.
Well, you could get something from the shelter that you like.
Yeah, I could. I just get nervous about him. He is very only child syndrome.
Maybe he'll enjoy training someone in his ways.
Yeah, and like him interacting with other dogs. He's such a drama queen. But I would love another doggy. Those are gonna be my children, dogs.
Cats be like this too. They're a lot.
MySpace. Cats look like frogs. I realize what massive.
Maybe this is why I don't always read Terry Pratchett.
I haven't read any of his stuff. Doesn't he have a ton of books?
Yeah, Derry actually on her channel goes through a lot of like where you can start, what each series are like. I've read a handful. I haven't read all of them. A lot of people say The Witches is a good place to start. There's like the Witch Sister books, and then Guards, of course, is a fan favorite. There are the Death books with like more.
I've seen some really cool editions. I don't know what series, but I've seen it. Could have been Discworld. I don't know, but
he primarily wrote Discworld, so probably
at various bookstores. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish like these are so pretty.
Yeah, it's like the new like little hardbacks that aren't too expensive. Yeah, those are Discworld. No, they're fun satire. If you're cool with like that, his humor, but it's like an acquired taste humor. Because I remember I read Good Omens in high school, which he also wrote with Neil Gaiman, and
he's British, so sometimes British humor.
Yeah, well, and when I read Good Omens, it was a cult classic. Everyone loved it, and I was like, I do not understand, did not get it. And then I read Terry Pratchett, and then reread Good Omens, and I'm like, I get it now. Because like although they co-wrote it, it's 100% Terry's humor and tone. So it just took me some time. Oh, Derry wants you to know most of them are standalones.
Oh.
Yes. I'm here. 41 Discworld books, 7 subsets, novellas. So there's a lot. But
the Discworld books are standalones? books?
No, some of them are.
Oh.
So there's 41 total books, and in that, some of them are standalones and some of them are series. But in general, even in the series, they are standalone thoughts.
Intriguing.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I've read the first book so I read Going Postal first. I really liked Going Postal. And then I started in publication order, which you're not supposed to do, but I didn't care. You're not supposed to do that. And internet, this is me saying you're not supposed to do that, but I did it and I didn't care. And Color of Magic and Light Fantastique are like the first two in a series, but they also like complete their thought as like a tiny little duology. And then it's Equal Rights, which starts the witch books, and then Mort, which starts the death books. But all of those were like complete thoughts, except for Color of Magic, which I needed to finish with Light Fantastique. So yeah. I love Color of Magic. I thought it was fun, but I think it's more fun if like you've played like role-playing games, because of like the middle section, such a riff on like gods playing with dice and stuff like that. It was, I don't know, it was a silly good time.
I might have. Do you hear this dog snoring?
It's adorable.
I might have to try.
Well, if you end up liking it, you have 41 books to love. I feel like that's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I really liked Going Postal. I just started because someone wanted us to read it, and it's a really funny commentary on some parts of capitalism that we all like. I was being reminded of cable companies consistently, even though it's technically about a post office. But like, I was consistently being reminded of how poorly certain things are run. So,
yeah.
What
an interesting cover this has.
Which one? Going Postal with the guy with the ears, the Hermes things, and no, it's and like Derry said, it's more like a shared world than a traditional series. Like, it's just it's on top of a turtle that goes through space.
Now look at this edition.
That's pretty. I do like my copy though, that has like the dude on the thing.
Is yours red? The red one?
I was collecting the mass market paperbacks, but then I realized I like Discworld, but not enough to have 41 mass market paperbacks.
That's quite a bit of book. That's a lot of books.
I actually haven't read a Discworld book in a couple years. It's because I have to be in the mood and I can't like read them back to back because I'll get exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Are they all pretty short? This one like 300. Well, that's
Going Postal was on the longer side, but it was still like the size of a traditional book. And the rest, a lot of the other ones I read in the early parts were like 200 pages. Like they were short. Like, yeah. The Witch
would try.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I think just there's as Alan would say, and I'm sure Derry would agree, there is a Discworld book for everyone. So you just need to like ask the mega fans, this is what I'm in the mood for with my comedy and fantasy, and they will direct you to the correct starting point. I am not that person. I can guess based off what I have heard. I can parrot. That's all I do. I just parrot what other people have said.
What I heard was you should. There's so many like popular, well-known authors that I've never read a book from, and I'm like,
I disagree with this. They take up space. They're still space. They still need to be stacked.
Yeah. Especially if they're like some of those chunky ones. Hey, Ray. Like, imagine if you had like Brandon Sanderson books in mass market paperback.
I actually do own 3. I own like Mistborn in mass market paperback, and I like, but I hate the trade paperbacks, so I don't know what to do.
I got
See, Derry's always here to help. Alan's always around to help. I'm surprised there hasn't been a World Hoppers video on Discworld. That seems like a missed opportunity.
I thought they did one, but maybe not.
Oh, maybe they did, and I didn't watch because I'm a bad person. I watched most of them.
You're not a bad person.
I'm a bad person.
I feel like, or maybe Elle was just like talking about it with Alan. I feel like, or maybe there's one coming.
Well, I wouldn't know because I for sure would not be the person someone would invite to that chat.
No.
So yeah.
Not on.
I've read enough to know who would or wouldn't like it.
Has Leanna read it?
She has read a few, and she does not hate them, but likes them. Dislikes a strong word, but does not love them enough for Alan's taste. Like I think she gave Guards like 3 stars, and Alan was exploding.
Of course.
But Leanna 3 stars is a perfectly serviceable book. Like,
she could have given it 1, so you got to be happy with a 3. Take it.
totally not.
You missed an upload? Ugh. How dare you, honestly.
Listen, I thought you were talking about my channels. Like, how did you notice that I had missed an upload?
Oh, no. No. No.
Don't tell anyone. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself.
I didn't notice.
Well, we should wrap up so you can watch TikTok in bed.
Yes. Okay.
Any other final thoughts for your Saturday night?
No, I just would like more time in the day and time to slow down. Okay, thank you.
We could move to a different planet.
I'm ready.
Just have a planet with a longer rotation.
Yes. Whoever decided on this calendar and all this, the worst. I hate it.
Here's Guards. People seem to really like Guards.
Hmm.
I have not read that one. I think it's very found family too, and it's very like begrudgingly doing my job for society main character. I think there's a reluctant hero trope somewhere in there. Again, I have not read it, so I might be making this up.
The aliens are judging us because Earth is ghetto.
Yeah. Basically, from what I've learned in this book, true. Absolutely true.
Like, what are they doing down there?
No. In this book, in theory, they literally waited till we almost destroyed ourselves till they hopped in.
They're like, let them clean themselves out, then we'll go in.
Yeah. But yes, good night, everyone, for who it is night. Good morning for everyone who is morning. That is it for this one. If you're watching the replay, bye. I didn't say hi to you at the beginning, but I remember you.
Hello, goodbye.
Bye.